In this video, I'm going to teach you the trick Slackicide, and it looks like this. Just like that. And once you've gotten better at the trick, you should be able to do it again and again and again. It's really a trick that you can perfect, but you need just the right technique, and having the right yo-yo setup helps as well. Now, some of you will know this trick under a different name, but we decided to just update it. I like this name better, and it also helps us to not get into quite as many problems with YouTube and other platforms where we are teaching the trick. So let's get to it. Now, in terms of the basic mechanics of just executing the trick, there's nothing here that's too difficult to understand. The first thing that you want to do is just throw a trapeze, and then you're going to swing the yo-yo under and then over your yo-yo hand, and then you're going to release the string off the first finger of your opposite hand, and as the loop swings around, you're going to attempt to catch it back on the first finger of your opposite hand. Now, the real question is, how do you get that loop to open up wide enough so that you can catch it consistently? So a lot of the tips that we're going to give are going to focus on that. But before we even get to that, there are some things that you can do with your yo-yo setup that will help. So the first thing, obviously, make sure that you don't have any tension in your string. If you have string tension, then that's going to come into play and make the trick way more difficult than necessary. Second, in terms of string, you probably want a relatively new string. Maybe a brand new string could cause some more problems. So if you just break in the string with some of your tricks for 3 or 4 minutes, that should get you ready. You also want response pads that are relatively new. Older response pads kind of keep the mechanism that makes this trick work from working. Finally, if you happen to have kind of a previous generation yo-yo or yo-yo that was still playing unresponsive but used a smaller bearing, maybe a type A or a type B bearing, that actually helps make the trick a little bit easier as well because it helps that loop open up. Another thing is if you have a normal yo-yo today that takes a larger size C bearing, a flat bearing can also help you achieve kind of the same thing, because what all of these things have in common, the smaller bearing and the flat bearing, is they help the string engage, just touch the response pad just a little bit easier than a string centering bearing would do. And it's that engagement of the string with the response pad that helps this trick to work. And that actually plays into really the one fundamental concept that you want to grab onto. And that's pretty simple. What you want is, as the yo-yo is moving through the air, you want the string that it's sitting on right now to be slowly pulling through the gap of the yo-yo, just like this. And there's really 2 ways to accomplish that. One is you could have the yo-yo moving away from your hand so that it's sliding down the string as it's moving through the air, or you could actually be moving your yo-yo hand away from the yo-yo a little bit, and that way you're kind of pulling the string through the yo-yo. Now, at the same time, because we want to have some sort of engagement between the string and the response pad, what you also want to do is you want to position your throw hand a little bit in front of the plane created by the yo-yo and the string. And if you think about it, all you're doing is you're using this hand, you're pushing forward a little bit just to force the string into the response pad, to just help it touch a little bit. And when the string is touching that response pad a little bit as the yo-yo slides down the string, or as the string is sliding through the yo-yo, that helps the string loop to open up as wide as possible. So let's take a look at how both of them work. The first one is to kind of make sure the yo-yo's moving in this direction somewhat quickly, but not super fast, which means that you probably want to let the yo-yo go a little bit later in its motion. And so you see how when the yo-yo is moving that direction, the string opens up really, really wide, and that allows you to catch it on the string. For the second method, what I tend to do in order to keep the string pulling against the bottom side of the yo-yo is I actually spread my fingers apart, which pushes my pinky into the string a little bit. And so you'll see that when the yo-yo is here, your pinky is interfacing with the string. So if you move your yo-yo hand away and spread your fingers apart, that allows the string to slide along the bottom edge of the yo-yo, which allows the string to open up as wide as possible. Now, when you're trying to work on this trick and you're really drilling it, one of the things that you're going to notice is that string tension is going to be building up as you do the trick. And if you're right-handed, then that means that the string tension is going to be getting looser. If you're left-handed, it will be getting tighter. And so every now and then as you practice, you're going to have to do a string tension adjustment, which is just kind of frustrating. You just want to work on the trick. And so one thing that you can do is you can actually do a counteracting roll in between every single Slackicide in order to counterbalance the tension that's building up as you do the trick. And so if you notice, when you do the trick, it's going to be rolling on the outside of your yo-yo hand wrist, just like that. And so you can just do one roll on the inside, and that will counteract that tension that's built up. And so effectively, you can keep the same string tension that you had at the beginning every single time, so that your string always opens up as you do the trick. Now, another thing that's really clever that I believe the world champion used when he took the record for the most consecutive slackicides in one throw is he actually set up the string so that it would rotate around his finger as the yo-yo went around his finger. And that's a brilliant technique that will also make sure that your string tension doesn't change as you do the trick. I've tried to find a way to get it to work by just using a looser string. It seems like more trouble than it's worth. You could try attaching the string to a ring or something. There might be a way to work it out. If you can make it happen, that's a great way to practice the trick as well. So this is the type of trick that if you pay attention to all the techniques in this video, you should be able to start landing right away. It will take a lot longer to perfect, but once you have perfected it and you've gotten some confidence, there's some really cool variations on this trick we're going to teach in future videos. And if you have perfected the trick, then you'll be ready. So that is Slackicide.